Yeah. Oh shit! Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Um, do you want to talk for a bit, or you just want to jump right in?
It's up to you. What do you feel like?
I'm good with either.
All right.
Kind of just like I don't know. I've been talking all day, but like I can do it.
Okay.
It's not like I'm in like a bad mood or anything. I feel like I'm on a time crunch.
Why?
'Cause I have to go to the gym at 6. I gotta be there at 6.
Why do you have to be there at 6?
So I was in the gym yesterday, and these two dudes came up to me and was like, "Hey, man!" Like, and I start chatting, and they're like, "Hey, we really like to work out with you. What time was the next time you're gonna be here?" I was like, "Oh, I'll be here tomorrow. If you wanna meet up and hang out, and not hang out or like work out, we can do that tomorrow." So yeah, I mean, I don't wanna. I didn't get their numbers or anything, so it's not like I can cancel. So it's kind of like I kind of have to go. Can you turn me up just a tad bit?
Which one?
That one, yeah. Up. You're going the other way. Thank you. Um, still at the same position. There you go. Oh, that's a little. That might be too loud. Okay. No, why did you touch it?
Now that I heard stuff.
No, I mean, it's a little bit of a static kind of background, but it's just white noise. It'll be fine.
I didn't know dudes like came up to each other in the gym like that. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do that. That should be fun. Um, yeah. Plus, I need to work out anyway, so
Yeah. What are you gonna hit?
probably.
This is me.
I know. Probably gonna do legs.
Same. Same.
Up. All right, let's just jump into it.
Okay.
Welcome back to the podcast you know and love every Wednesday called I'm Not a Fuckboy. I'm your host, Trey Smooth, a.k.a. Long Dick, a.k.a. Latin King, apparently, because of my shirt. All go everything. You know, I got to change. So it's whatever. It's something slight, you know. It's not like I'm making money or anything.
Nah.
It's not like that. Hat matches shirt matches belt.
Have
Shit like,
puff.
shit like that, you know. Pish posh. Fancy shit going on around here. In the studio, we got Emily Smith, the executive producer. Say hi to the people, Emily.
Hello.
Can you actually talk into the mic?
Yeah, I am. Hello.
I need you.
Hello.
Like his penis. Just get right up on it.
It's me.
God, terrible. Yeah, if you want to watch us, videos get released of the podcast so you can actually see me and see how good I look on Friday. So check out our YouTube. I'm Not a Fuckboy podcast on youtube.com. If you like what you hear, you want to listen to it audio, you can go anywhere podcasts are found except Apple Music because they don't fuck with us. And I'm kind of on like an Apple strike anyways. I'm about to cancel my Apple Music.
Get Spotify.
Get an Android because I hate myself apparently.
Why? What?
Because I'm on an Apple strike.
I understand that, but have fun like transferring all your music.
I mean, I always Google everything I want to listen to anyways.
You don't Shazam? You know, more people Shazam than you think.
That's because people don't have an ear for music.
Okay, so you're
It's
telling
still
me a
trap.
song you've never heard about, you'll just be able to figure it out by using your brain, even though you've never heard of it before.
If I know the artist and I know like the theme of the song, yeah, I can figure it out in like maybe like 5 minutes. It might take sooner if I use Shazam, but like
Interesting.
I'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, Instagram.com/I'm Not a Fuckboy. Check us out. Like, share, subscribe, tweet me, all that gay shit.
Tweet.
All right, starting off our new season, episode 2. You know how back then I used to do unpopular opinions to start off the podcast, just to get us in the right mood. I'm switching it up. I'm going to be doing Fuck, Marry, Kill in the beginning of each episode, just to kind of like, you got throw little wrinkles in, see what it works. So, and every Fuck, Marry, Kill is gonna be a theme. Today's theme is favorite Tims.
Oh God.
So
Tims.
Fuck, Marry, Kill. Tim Allen, Tim McGraw, Tim Duncan.
This is kind of easy.
Kind of easy.
Yeah.
Background.
I think I already know my picks.
Tim Allen, low-key racist.
Exactly.
Tim McGraw, country.
Yep.
Tim Duncan, no swag.
Mm.
So, go ahead. I want to hear your opinion first.
Kill Tim Allen, obviously. Marry Tim McGraw because, like, he seems like a family man, I guess. And then fuck Tim Allen. Actually, I don't know.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Or honestly, I would switch both of them too.
Yeah, that's where I'm. Tim Allen's getting the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
Just real easy.
Not even attractive, but it's the fact that he's
a
racist that really turns me off.
Tim McGraw, I'll take him to Pound Town.
It's like, I think I'd be more attracted to Tim Duncan than Tim McGraw because Tim McGraw is very muscular, like almost too much, and I'm not a fan.
Is there such thing as too much muscle?
Like it's I feel like if you touch him, it's just so hard. Like
that's what she said.
I feel like with Tim Duncan, like yeah, he's muscular, but I also feel like it won't hurt my head if I laid my head on his chest. And I feel like with Tim McGraw it would.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Tim Duncan guy, guap. Still
also money, yes.
Still is making a lot of money, even though Tim McGraw has a lot of money too. But it's not like basketball player.
I wonder which one has more.
Let me check real quick. You do network for Tim McGraw. I'll do Tim Duncan.
Net worth of $85 million.
130.
All right. Tim Duncan it is.
Mm-hmm. And he's still coaching, so he's still making money consistently.
Right. This is true.
So, yeah, it was pretty easy. But yeah, that was Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, I wish we did have sponsors. Just trying to get the conversation going a little bit. Moving on to our first topic. So, Dr. Miami is offering a service at a discount, mind you, for penis extensions, and it only costs $5.99.
What?
So $599.
How does that work?
You can get your penis extended. I'm sorry.
They stretch it out?
So every dude has about 2 or 3 inches just tucked up in there.
What?
Yeah.
How? Tucked up in where?
So your penis is longer than if you like
so when you're going up and down with it, there's like the skin part of it.
the gooch. Yeah, that like it goes back up in there. Mm-hmm. You can Google like the anatomy of male penis.
I'm well aware.
Yeah, but there's a little couple inches back there, 2 or 3. The doctors say, and I know there's a procedure where you can get it more girthy, like you take fat out of other areas and
that makes sense.
Inject it into said penis. I don't know how extensions work because it seems like a lot of stretching.
Oof! Ow!
Which I don't. Is it worth it for 2 or 3 extra inches?
Is it worth it? It depends on what size you're at. I feel like. I mean, if you are at least an 8, no, don't do it. Even a 7.
Yeah, because like, all right.
Honestly, but at a 7, I would probably consider it myself too. But 6, lower, maybe. I'm trying to visually picture like what 6 inches looks like again. I don't know.
But keep this in mind. The larger and longer your penis is, the more blood it takes to get it fully erect. There's some people who have known to pass out because all the blood is
Damn.
going to their penis
That's hilarious.
for a long period of time. Like,
Damn. That's interesting.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have, like, 2-3 inches, but I mean, even with 2 inches, you're only going to
Yeah,
get
like
out to 5,
4.
which I guess
Yeah.
is better than 2.
But like, at what point do you just focus on eating pussy very well?
I don't know what I would do if I ever, like, encountered, like, a 4-inch penis or less. I don't know what I would do.
4 centimeters.
4 centimeters.
Yeah, like there's a trend going around the internet asking women if 4 inches is enough. A lot of females are like, yeah, 4 inches is fine.
I'm trying to. How is that half this?
I don't know. I don't have a fucking measuring tape on me or whatever. I don't know.
I'm gonna pull up a ruler because I need to visually look at this.
Okay.
This might be dangerous to search. Okay.
So,
Nah.
an inch is about like the tip of your thumb.
Yeah, it's like half my thumb.
Or you have small thumbs.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just 4 of those.
Wow.
This is about 4 inches.
What's the equivalent female version to a like small dick? Because you can't grow your penis.
You can't grow your penis.
What would the equivalent be for a woman?
Ooh, that's a good question. The bar set.
And it doesn't have to be like vagina related. I mean, it could be
Obviously.
boobs or
I mean, because
mouth. I don't know.
like, I mean, like you can't help with size boob. I mean, you can help with size. Like, that's the thing. Women have so much help nowadays that it really doesn't matter what your.
Well, now men have help for their penis.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, I can only give as much as modern medicine can give me at this point, which is 2 to 3.
I mean, you can get fake ass, fake tits. You can you can't get a like fake vagina, but you can
you can reconstruct that thing.
yeah. Snips them things off.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tighten inside though. Well,
You can
unless
Kegels.
or if like you have a baby, you can ask the doctor to like
Just cinch that thing up, just really tighten her. Get shrink it, if you will. Yeah, so it's very unfair.
Yeah, not my problem.
It is though.
No.
It's definitely women's problem. All your insecurities and shit like that.
Not true, but okay.
Yeah, definitely true.
You have to first be financially stable to do any of these things.
Not at all.
Or at least have someone pay for it.
Exactly. Which
So
is a dime a dozen nowadays.
yeah.
All you gotta do is go outside, take a stick, go to a tree, beat the tree a couple times. 5 dudes will fall out, willing to pay for any and everything that you want for the smallest chance that you'll give them some coochie.
Oh God.
And which is very sad, but it's how our society is.
I guess.
Speaking of crumb of coochie,
Yeah, God.
I had a very interesting experience on a dating app recently.
Oh, dating apps. This ought to be good.
Have you gotten back on the horse?
I did join Tinder the other day.
How did that
I'm
go?
not getting on anymore. It's interesting. I set the age range to be different.
Mm-hmm.
No younger than 22, and haven't seen a ton of 22-year-olds, so bless. And I was gonna what?
They're all in relationships. 22-year-olds.
They're on what?
They're all in relationships.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, don't need any like 18, 19. Fuck no. And I was going to put it up to like 55 to see, but I was like, nah, this is so weird. I set it at 32.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
My shit's at 21 to 60.
God damn. Have you seen old people on there?
I had a 42-year-old up.
We scrolled the other day on yours, and I did not see... The oldest I think I saw was like 38.
That was Bumble. Bumble's a little bit different.
Bumble's more tame.
Uh-huh. But no, I was on Hinge, which is kind of like my favorite right now. And this girl, she messages me. Like, we match. She was cute. She messages me and she was like, "Hey." I was like, "Hey." And the next message out of her
Real
mouth
original.
was, "Do you want to have some nasty fun?" And I was just like, okay, this is a fake profile, but let's see where it goes.
Yeah, that sounds very like chat room like.
Yeah.
Like those fake ads on like Pornhub. Do you want to have some nasty fun tonight?
With 18-year-old
Click
girls
on this
around your age.
terrible ad that will give so many viruses to not just your computer but yourself.
Exactly. And I was just like, all right, let's see where it goes. And I was like, sure. And I put a question mark. And she was just like, do you want to buy my content? Which I didn't
Whose
think.
definition of nasty fun is buying someone's content?
Which means she was an OnlyFans girl.
Yes, but I would want to physically be doing the nasty fun, not watching it.
Her sales pitch is her sales pitch. We're not critiquing that.
True.
I was just like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. And she was just like, why not? And I was just like, well, I'm just not the type of person that buys that shit when it's so readily available. And this bitch hit me with she didn't see me like a Survey Monkey link, but she hit me with survey questions. She was just like, oh, well, what about my approach didn't make you want to buy my OnlyFans? And I was taken back for a second. I was just like, damn, the professionalism is
Right?
I was 2 seconds of being like,
Well, fuck. Sure.
I'll slide the bitch $5 because customer service goes a long fucking way. I can have the like best situation ever, but if a customer service person is rude or like they don't seem like they want to do their job, completely turns me off to that place.
Yep. That's me and Forever 21 right now.
Yeah, Forever 21 is just the worst.
Fuck them and their stupid ass store credit.
Yeah.
Giving me the wrong receipt.
What about your assholes? So, yeah, no, she hit me with a survey. I was just like, damn, that's pretty cool. Like, I was like, even though the surveys are becoming like a meme and shit now, like everybody's like doing like post-sex surveys and shit like that.
PowerPoint of like Tinder dates.
I
actually think that's hilarious.
I wanted to do like a PowerPoint like of my profile. But I feel like it's just overplayed now. Like once you see it,
it's not creative anymore.
No, yeah, once you see it a couple times, it's kind of like whatever.
Oh God, the people that post on Tinder and like the pictures they choose and the bios they decide on, it really blows my mind.
No, they have no idea how stupid and idiotic the things that they say and like
It's funny.
How you present yourself is very.
It's very much judge a book by a cover thing. So like,
yeah, is a very shallow approach to like what you're trying to do. Like you have this one opportunity, and it takes about 5 seconds for that woman to realize, hey, I might want to sleep with him, I might not. And once you get to the not, there's no coming back from that, bro.
Yeah, I also think it's like to be as realistic with your photos as like possible. Mm. Like obviously people can look different when you see them in person, but like my first picture is just like a selfie, but it's like an accurate selfie, I feel like, of myself. It's just like of my face, like, and like some makeup and my glasses, like nothing too like crazy, you know?
I'm very particular when it comes to women's profiles. Like if it's you and a bunch of your friends, like in each picture, I know you don't have you have self-esteem issues and you're very insecure about how you look. I
have never ever posted pictures with like my friends on dating profiles because to me it's like weird. Like I don't know if my friends want to be on this dating, like they're technically associated with it, and I just kind of think it's like weird. Like it gives a lot into your personal life too, and there are some psychos out there. Oh my God.
Completely agree.
Oh God. I hate that laugh sometimes because it's like, what is this?
Funny situation happened to me recently. I should probably not do that. So there's nothing worse to me than sending me sexually suggestive stuff when I'm nowhere sexually aroused.
But how does someone know that? You're saying like if it's out of the blue and then they keep going,
Yeah,
or
if it's out of the blue regardless, and I didn't like ask for it. Like sometimes it's like great if it's like a significant other, perfect, because like this is my significant other. But it's just like a random girl, which this situation was.
the Australian.
No, which I would do crazy.
She
things
looks
to her.
very like
Plastic. Yeah,
yeah.
love it.
I never thought that would be your type.
She's a basic.
Yeah, but you don't like basic.
No, but I'm not marrying this chick.
True. But I don't know.
Okay.
To each their own.
Yeah, so nothing like worse than like sending me like news or shit. So I'm upstairs in my room, and this girl, I won't say any names, I'll probably give her a code name if she sticks around, sends me a video of her masturbating.
Interesting.
Which, if you're gonna send nudes, send nudes, and then like pictures, and then videos. Because like, let's be real, we're adults here.
We're grown.
Yeah, let's cut the caca. Let's get right to it. So she's sending me videos, and I'm not interested whatsoever. Like,
Oof.
I couldn't be the furthest thing from sexually aroused. And
Yikes.
she sends me 2 videos back to back, and
What did you respond?
she sends me 2 videos back to back.
I'm sorry, I'm impatient.
Yeah, very much so. And like I don't respond for like 40 minutes.
Oh shit. Oh god. Then I would just like do the do not disturb on the person, like hide the notifications, be like, I'm just gonna not even look. I don't want to see anything.
So I don't respond for 40 minutes because I'm in my room, I'm just chilling. And then she texts me like a question mark. And the only thing I replied was, there's a piece of lint in your vagina.
Oh my god. Why are you like this?
That's the only thing. I'm looking at this video, and that's the only thing I can focus on. Like, not even the fact that she is masturbating. It's just like this. It looks like toilet paper.
First rule, when you're sending someone masturbating videos, you need to review them.
You gotta look over your
and
product.
you need to make sure it's
put a filter on. Like you gotta dress it up. Like,
oh god.
You're just sending me like the raw edits. I don't want to see that shit. Like I want to see final product. I want to see.
Well, not even like just making sure that like
That's
it
not-
looks good.
You're not gonna turn in your first draft of paper. You gotta.
It's very unlikely that unless you're very confident in.
And if that's your style, go for it. All you. But like, yeah, I was just like that lint is very.
Oh
much.
my god, that's such a dick thing to say though, because she's kind of being vulnerable in that moment, unless she has sent them to you before. But if this is the first time she's sending them to you,
It's like the second or third time.
did you have better responses the other times?
Well, I asked them, so obviously I was.
Oh,
in the mood,
okay,
so,
that's different then.
yeah, it was just like kind of out of the blue, like, hey, like, let me show you what I'm working with, and all it was lint, and it's just like,
What did she say back?
she just said, "Fuck you,"
I respect that answer.
and I put a bunch of laughing emojis, and
That's your go-to when you're like, I don't know what the right like word or saying is.
What?
When you're just like, I don't know. When you're just trying to be a dick.
no, that's not my go-to.
Eh,
No, I'm very good with my words.
or lack thereof.
True. So it's kind of just like, it was funny to me. So I'm laughing. So obviously I'm gonna put emojis and stuff. And then I haven't talked to her since.
Oh, shocking.
But sex wasn't that great. So kind of like, I'm not losing anything here. Ooh.
Sorry. I was trying to like move it better, but it doesn't really move at that angle.
I mean, yeah, it does. You gotta just pull it. Not the mic itself. Take it and just move it over.
Still made some noise.
Yeah, but still, you can move it. It's a
Okay.
movable arm.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the lint story.
Oh god, I'm never gonna look at lint the same again.
It was just like a long, like it looked like
it was very obvious.
It's obviously it was toilet paper, 2-ply at that.
Oh my god! First of all, learn how to wipe and learn
Like,
how to get.
How rough are you wiping that you're leaving like
Yeah,
toilet paper?
unless
like,
it's sticky or something.
which I don't want to go there. If you're
Invest in a bidet.
yeah, like if you would clean that up down there, it completely turned me off even more than I could have even imagined. Like now, like I can't look at her the same. All I see is like lint and like I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
It wasn't like the vagina was like top tier where I can get past it. Like
Yeah, I see.
the true test is if you really like a girl and you're having sex with her and you move a piece of lint from her vagina and just keep going about your day, that's how you know you like her.
Why is that?
Because that shit.
Oh, it didn't bother you.
It didn't bother you. It was very casual. Like you didn't like half the time. Like she won't even know it's there because you didn't make a big deal about it. I've done that multiple times.
Gotcha.
Several times. Actually. It was more than several. Multiple is multiple God. More than several or several more than multiple?
I feel like I think of several as like 3 to 4 and then multiple as like 5 plus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone's different though.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Yeah, I did that shit. Like I couldn't even count on both fingers.
To
both
infinity
toes.
and beyond.
Yeah, but
golf claps to you. And maybe the actual clap, but
I'm a nice guy.
You missed my joke, but okay.
Golf claps.
And then maybe the actual clap.
I thought you said claps.
Claps, yeah. I first said golf claps to you, and maybe the actual clap.
But when you say actual claps, I'm thinking you're just talking about.
Oh, I meant actual clap.
Yeah.
I guess I should have enunciated better. Yeah. My bad.
If you're gonna throw a zinger out there, you gotta.
Maybe listen.
No one's paying attention to you.
Okay.
Speaking of paying attention, I don't know. I feel like we have a healthy mix of like funny shit that happens and like a little bit more personal stuff
on the podcast.
Yeah. So hard transition into some personal shit.
God.
Don't say it like that.
I don't know where this is going.
Of course you don't. It's not your podcast. So I came to the conclusion that I'm asking the wrong people to do the bare minimum for me. Like these are it showed itself in one person, and then I took a reevaluation of like my people that I find close, and I was just like, oh, that happened that instance. It's just how I allow it. Like I'm asking somebody who obviously has shown me multiple times that they don't give a fuck about me to actually like care and be a what they call a good friend, which is not the case at all.
Explain the situation, because there's so many levels to this.
Yeah, no, like, let's give her a good nickname before we, what's her face's name? Phoenix. I think we can keep going cities.
Oh my God.
Let's go Rochester. So Rochester is, we're having a conversation, and immediately like I asked her to do something, and not even like the biggest thing ever or like the toughest thing possible, and it was met with disrespect. And like I'm not asking for a lot.
What is said disrespect?
It was just like, instead of saying like, hey, like, I understand that you want me to do this thing, it was more like, well, you don't do this for me, so why would I do that for you? And it's like, all right. And I as I'm thinking about the situation, I'm like, bro, she would never talk to anybody else but me in that situation. Like, she would never talk to her friends in that situation like that. So what about me makes her feel like she can talk? Like, it's just, I just felt like it was just a lot of disrespect. So I was just like, cool. Like, I'm not going to try to be nice to this person or try to put my efforts in to somebody who consistently just kind of disrespecting me and thinks like a simple apology is gonna fix it when it doesn't. Like, and this isn't like the first time it's happened in the past like 2 weeks. It's just like the last situation. I was just like, I brushed it off. I was like, fuck it. It annoyed the fuck out of me. I was like, fuck it. Like, but just don't let it happen again. And it literally happened within the same week. So it's kind of just like, all right, do you allow this person to treat you like this because they feel like they have this opportunity to treat you like this, or you're allowing them to treat you like this, or do you just kind of cut that situation off and like treat it as something completely different? Because like I said, she would never talk to her friends like that. So it's kind of just like, well, fuck you. Like, you're saying fuck me, so I'm gonna say fuck you right back, and I'm not gonna do it just to be petty. Like, I'm gonna do it because it's what benefits me at the end of the day.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe like having a conversation about things helps too, and not just assuming, and not just thinking you're like the only one who like has felt that way before.
And that's what I was talking about like, she feels like she has this, she's allowed to talk to me like that because like
no one's allowed to talk like that to anyone.
But like there's no excuse for like, all right, like, doesn't matter what happened in the past. Shit did happen.
If it doesn't matter in the past, then why are you holding those two? What she did those 2 weeks?
It's recent events. It's
still in the past. So where do you draw the line on the past?
If it's more than 2-3 months ago, that's the past. If it's already been established, taken care of, that's the past.
And that gets tricky because people have different definitions, and if you don't clarify that, then it can be problematic. Yeah, it goes back to misunderstanding and communication.
And again, I'm not coddling anybody's feelings anymore. I'm not taking care of nobody who doesn't give a shit about me. So like,
but you assume that without actually having a conversation.
Her actions have displayed that she doesn't give a fuck about me.
That's just kind of like how you assume, and no one that person cannot control how you feel or you don't feel. But can only do as much as they can.
But they control how they treat somebody.
And if you misinterpret how they treat you and you don't have a conversation about it,
it's not a misinterpretation.
And then you go and treat them poorly after that.
It's not a miscommunication. It's not me assuming that this person doesn't like. I'm seeing it with my own 2 eyes. So like, am I supposed to believe what you say? Because her big thing is I believe actions, not words, because apparently my actions don't meet up to my words. So it's like, do you take your own advice, or do you kind of just live by your own rules and play by your own? Because if we're doing that, then all bets are off. Like,
do you take your own advice, and do you actually put actions to words consistently, or just when you want to?
Recently, I would say I'm pretty consistent.
So what happened when this person wanted to have a conversation after it? What did you do? How did you react?
There is no conversation to be had.
To you, how did you react?
I didn't react poorly. I don't think I did.
You don't think you did, but that person could have taken it the wrong way. But you don't care in that situation.
No, I don't give a fuck, because that person did not give a fuck about me. So my point is, why am I caring about other people's feelings when they don't care about mine? I can keep letting you disrespect me and keep getting away with it, and still thinking like a simple apology. Because why are you apologizing for something if you don't think it's wrong? What do you feel like you didn't do right that you have to apologize for? Are you just apologizing to save face, to make everything okay, or are you like, what's the apology for?
It's interesting that you talk about change, though. You expect change to like happen overnight sometimes. Can you change that quickly?
It's not that I'm asking for change overnight.
Even 2 weeks is kind of asking for a lot.
But it's a conscious mindset. That situation where I felt disrespected in that conversation would have been completely different in my mind if in that moment she would have been like, damn, no, I really didn't mean that. That was just, I'm just upset. Like, it kind of irked me. Like, instead of waiting 4 hours for you to finally come to the decision that maybe I was wrong in that situation. And we had the conversation like, yo, I just want you to say you're wrong because you're wrong. It's not that I'm trying to belittle you. I'm not trying to assert my dominance as the right person. Like, I don't give a fuck about being right. I just want you to know that what you just said was disrespectful to me. And like, if I don't voice my opinion and advocate for myself, I'm losing every fucking time. And I'm going to do that.
I can agree with that last part for sure. But you talk about not getting a response for 4 hours. So sometimes people like need to just like, if they're in a frustrated situation, they need to like get away from it for a little bit. It's like, I swear you've talked about this before, about like when like a conversation is escalating or whatever, taking a step back can help. But because that didn't fit with your timeline, it's a problem to you. And I don't think that's fair.
I could see how you would feel like that. And I'm not saying that there's a set timeline for where you do. If we're both frustrated and the conversation isn't going anywhere, that's where you like take a step back and like, all right, well, we'll revisit this. But when one person is just doesn't see where they've gone wrong and doesn't understand that, hey, like, I was fucked up what I said, and you're trying to not argue, it's kind of just like, all right, so this is going to be a reoccurring thing, apparently. And it has been a reoccurring thing. Like, my time just been disrespected recently. How? We had made plans. Me and this girl had made plans. And before those plans, because I was at work, she was at work, she was like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my friends for a couple hours, 2-3 hours. I'll be right back. Cool. Doesn't bother me. Didn't hit me up until 1:30 a.m. So like,
you didn't have anything planned though with this person that night. So why does it matter?
I just said we had plans.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I literally just said.
What were your plans?
She was supposed to come over. We were gonna make the sushi bake.
That exact day.
So it's just like, all right, you don't give a fuck about my feelings. You don't respect my time. Obviously, you don't respect me because you wouldn't do these things if you say you cared. So it's just like, all right, fuck you then. And like, that's the mood I'm carrying. I'm cool with being like acquaintances with her, but like where our relationship used to be and where it is now are going to be drastically different. And I have to set up those boundaries to protect myself because I'm always going to
What are your boundaries?
I'm always going to get my feelings hurt.
Never thought that person had their feelings hurt multiple times? Or do you not care?
It's not about them anymore.
It never was.
It's not about them. So, like, you don't get to be a dickhead to somebody because somebody used to be a dickhead to you. When
if that person doesn't make changes or have tried to make changes.
Can you speak into the mic?
Who have tried to make changes but then still have poor reactions to things, how is that person supposed to feel? It feels like one step forward, 2 steps back.
All right, so explain to me what you mean, because like what I'm saying is you don't get to be an asshole to somebody in the moment right now who's not trying to be an asshole to you because back then they hurt your feelings. You don't get to have that resentment. You don't get to have that spitefulness. You don't get to do that. You do
actually get to have that resentment if the person never addressed those things and pushed them off.
Okay, so like,
you don't get to determine how someone heals from something. You don't.
I'm not determining how somebody heals. I'm saying if we have had this conversation multiple times over months about like, okay, this was fucked up. I admit, I apologize so many times. I've said, hey, like that wasn't the best judge of character. I was being a little dickhead. Like, I get that. I admit my wrongs and I get that. And like, you're like, okay, let's move past that. You still don't get to be angry about that.
Did you make those changes right when it first started, or did you wait till the last minute?
It
And
okay.
it does actually matter.
So the last minute thing. It is only considered the last minute because we're not talking right now. But the change in the timeline was still relative. Like it was happening. It's just like you said earlier. Just because it didn't happen in your timeline, that makes it a problem.
Explain again your thoughts on that, how that
So
works with what you're saying.
so I'm saying like I used to be a dickhead, and I'm for the past like 6-7 months
You've consistently,
consistently.
so you made no mistakes. Or the mistakes you made weren't as bad as the mistakes you made in the past.
That one.
Interesting. Oh, okay, good for you.
So it's just like, are we still gonna dwell on shit that happened? Or do you like how do you get to be angry about that shit, and I don't get to be angry about this right now? So it's kind of just like that tit for tat bullshit that I'm sick of. I don't want to be hanging around, being friends with somebody, or being more than friends with somebody who thinks like that. It's not a game. It's not a competition of who got hurt worse or who's fucking bitter now. I want to be good. So for you to just sit there and say like, hey, like, I have every right to be mad at you because you were mean to me back in the day. I get that. I'm sorry. But what about right now? What about right now when I'm actively choosing to not hurt your feelings, to not be a dickhead to you, and you're choosing to do the same to me? Am I supposed to, down the road, am I supposed to look at you like and have that same resentment? No. I'm not trying to have the same relationship as I had in the past. I'm trying to make a better one. And if you're not letting me do that, that's not my fault. And I'm not taking care of nobody no more, bro. I'm not coddling anybody's feelings any fucking more. It's done, bro. Like I can't sit there and keep getting my heart broken because I'm having these expectations that this person has no intention of meeting, has no intention of treating me like an actual friend because that's what you wanted. It's all right.
You don't think that person is still trying to deal with the ramifications that happened in that relationship? And still trying to come to terms with what's actually happening? You don't think people's emotions run high? Like,
But
you don't care about that?
But again, that was her decision.
First of all, relationships are a two-way street.
Understandable, but you can't force somebody to be in a relationship with you. So it's kind of just like, what do you do in that situation? So let's take you for example. You're talking to somebody. You guys stopped talking because you felt like it wasn't healthy for you guys to keep continuing to talk. Are you going to be mad at this person for your decision? Or is he supposed to deal with the ramifications of your decision?
You could be upset because you didn't want it to turn out like that, and you wish it could have been different. But also you have to consider your own feelings and how many times you were disrespected in that situation, and really question if that person can be completely truthful and not do those things again.
So why is it okay for her to put her guard up, but when I do it, it's not the right thing. It's selfish. It's dumb. Like shit like that. Like it's kind of like that two-way street. Like you said, a relationship takes two people, and when one person is trying and actively trying, you can't make the other. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him think. As plain and simple as that. You can do all the right things and still fall short. And I've come to that conclusion recently. And it took a lot of therapy. It took a lot of. I'm not too proud to say that I begged. I would have loved to be in a relationship with this person, but it's kind of just like I can't be somewhere I'm not wanted anymore, and it's plain and simple as that. So like, I understand you trying to fight for the female perspective, and like you're a girl, so you gotta stick with that team. But like, you're wrong. She's wrong.
That's an opinion. Not a fact.
I mean,
Or maybe a fact to you, but it's not a
let's
100% fact.
let's call it a theory. It's a opinion that hasn't been proven yet, but is strongly considered.
Whatever works.
It's 5. Why don't we?
Well, it's 45 minutes, but
I know we can cut it a little early. Got a little. I like when I talk about my relationships because it's another chance for me to have that therapy session.
yeah, I feel.
If you want to support the podcast, make sure you go to I'm not fuckboy. I was about to say .com, or Instagram.com. I'm not fuckboy podcast. You can follow me personally at TraySmooth84. TraySmooth is spelled TRAYSMOOV84. Go to YouTube, look us up, do all that jazz. Stream us on all your social media platforms, and all your streaming platforms for your podcast, except for Apple, because fuck them. Like I said, episode 2, starting it off with a bang. Yeah, we out.